Hi, this is BB. It's Sunday morning. Um, I'm trying to learn my script, and I'm getting frustrated because I'm getting distracted all day long. And it's a script for the job that I have. I have to learn this whole script, 4 pages. This is insane how much we have to learn. And it's like I'm getting discouraged, really discouraged, which is what they want. See, I'll tell you one thing about the people who are targeting me is they want me in these areas that they can control. I've said this since 2001. I've noticed it. They will push us into areas that they can control, that they have a certain control over, that they can enter in and out when they want. Apartment buildings, motels, hotels, especially if they're key cards, they're in. Anything that they can hack in and release the door latch, they're on it like white on rice. Nothing is sacred or safe from these people. They can actually go into places where they have the stamp of the notary, where they have stamps. They have different places. Most places are using electronic locks. For a hacker, it's nothing. These people have gases where they can spray you when you fall asleep. You fall asleep. So if there's a security guard, then there's nothing. There's nothing. So see how these marks are on my face? They've marked me, and they told me this before that this was going to happen. I think I did mention it in a video that they're going to mark my face. These marks here is similar to what I see on one of my cousin's face. Now, I don't know if she's involved in this or not. I don't know if she's involved in this. I don't know how deep she's involved in it, if she is. But it's strategically placed around her face. You see, they're not going to go away. They're not going to go away. I've seen them on one of my cousin's face. Just around, just like this. Though if I call her and ask her, she's going to deny it. That if she is being bothered by them. She's going to deny it. I don't know if she's in a part of this or not. I really don't know. She's the one who, incidentally, her sister was the one who told me that my stepmother said that when she dies, everything is for me, which I knew that. But that's like a proof, because she was literally there. She has nothing to gain from this. That was my legal, biological father, only child. He was legally married to my mother at the time of conception and birth. They were legally married until my mom passed away. There's no doubt about that. He was not legally married to his second wife. They were just engaged. She became his common law wife after a certain number of years. So with that being said, I'm trying to study and I can't. I'm trying to study and I can't do it. It's like I'm vibrating all over. I bought this so I can be close to this window right here. It's the funny part. The window was open last night. It's cold. It's winter and it's cold, but I can't help it. EMFs are killing me in this apartment. But I want to know something. We are all exposed to EMFs, correct? Now, I would have somebody else in this apartment. Somebody else would be in here and exposed to the same amount of EMFs, because it's, like you're living in a microwave. If it's the same thing, I'm not sure. And I would be affected by it so adversely, whereas he or she wouldn't be. Why is that? How come this happens? How come one person can feel it almost in every fiber of her being, all over her body, burning, like inside is effervescent, bubbling, and back is hurting, everything is hurting, and the other person doesn't? I believe it's because they've injected something under my skin or in my body that's causing a reaction to this. Sometimes I fear the worst, that they would inject chemotherapy into me. I don't know what they're doing. And if it's reacting to the EMFs, so even the slightest amount is causing some damage somewhere in my body. Because this is the question on most people's mind, and this is what's making it unbelievable. Because they're standing right there and they can't feel it. And we can. And we're telling them this fucking hurts. Now, unless this is a new disease, like fucking COVID, that is ravaging our bodies and our minds, a new disease that's showing up symptoms, maybe not all, but different, every person has at least 5 or more of these symptoms of us, like a new disease that is tearing apart our bodies. Unless that's it, then I'm calling bullshit somebody's doing this to us. And they want us to think it's the government. It's not the government. There is something called neural linking. You go to Elon Musk. Please, you people, please, I'm asking. Let's get rational. We have to get organized. These fucking stalkers are organized. It's called organized stalking. They're highly organized. Of course, most of them stole our fucking monies. Because they're not afraid to hack into a government database and look for what's yours and take it from you. You know how many of us have had people who died and we inherited stuff because we're next in line and they found it and you're never going to know about it? They'll take it from you? They will take it from you. These people have no scruples, no morals. They're money hungry. They're classless, tasteless. They may have college degrees, but that's about as high as they get as on paper as a human being. They're nothing. They're nobody. They have no morals, no scruples. We have to get organized. We have to get organized. We actually have to go and do the research. Do the research. They're not going to do it for us. The government is not going to help us. We need to get something together to present it to the government. If this is a new disease, then the CDC needs to get involved. Somebody needs to help us. My body is racked with pain all over right now. And I'm always hearing, it's like the Caucasian in the group, the Caucasian people in the group. They're the people who would kill me. The Guyanese people are paying them to do this. Okay? They're paying them to do this. And they keep repeating one of the names. And I know this person because I met with this person. This person actually knows the guy Kanapka. They go from way back. This is how I know that I got set up. I don't know what role Kanapka played in this, but I know I got set up. He keeps mentioning her name all the time. Because he wants me to say it out loud. Because they kill people. They have no scruples. They would come and inject some fucking lethal injection in your neck or your head or your ass, and you're dead. They would take a knife and cut you. I don't know what they would do. These are vicious little animals. Vicious little animals who wants big money. They see themselves in positions of power, I'm sure. They see themselves in positions of power. They want big money. And they play rough with people. It's like the brown counterparts, which is the Guyanese people, I call them, I segregate them by color in my mind. And I know that Kanapka did the same thing. Because at one point, I was accusing him of, I was paranoid and so was he. And I said, you're the one doing this to me. Maybe you're the one texting me. And he said, no, I'm not that fucking Mexican. I promise you I'm not that fucking Mexican. I don't know what, he didn't tell me a backstory, what was happening. I think they played him for a fool, and then he found out, he felt embarrassed. But he should have never left me in this situation either. He should have never left me in this situation. But the point is, we need to get organized. If this is a fucking disease that's ravaging our bodies, then we need help. We need to get organized. We need to get organized. Nobody is going to do it for us. And these people are going to eventually kill us. I want some justice. I want some justice out of this. There's no way these people can rob me blind and then do this to me and then mock me while they're doing it. They're mocking me while they're doing it. But these Caucasian people over here, the ones who they would stop at nothing. Because the moment they feel what is called threatened, which they're really not, they'll kill me. That's what the hopes are. Or they'll set me up in some way. They were speaking this morning of snakes. They put snakes in people's apartments. And the snakes will bite them. The snakes will bite them. They're threatening me with venom now. Please, let's get organized. The point I was trying to make is it's just with this is like Kevin Christian spoke about it. Kevin Christian said that they're attacking his genitals, they're attacking his face, they're attacking his neck. Now, it's hitting different parts of him, okay? He doesn't believe this, but I believe that they've injected stuff in his body in these areas that is reacting adversely to these EMF frequencies. Me, it's almost my entire body they've injected. In my face, in my neck, in my bum, everywhere they've injected stuff. Because it's all over my body. So, with him, he doesn't want to believe that, but I believe that. I think it's just a man thing with him. I don't know. And you have pictures in your head that comes up, especially if you know who they are. You know who they are. Because you do your own research in a kind of way, and you know it's connecting, all the dots are connected. I used to live next door opposite a woman named Crystal, and she was cussing out all night, cussing them out. Bitch, all night. Bitch. Everybody around there thought she was crazy, which is what they wanted, to make her look like she was crazy so she wouldn't be credible. And they were saying the same thing. They're standing against the wall. There's 8 of them. They're coming out, She said the same thing. But she was doing that before I ended up living there. And she was saying, the boy the next door, the people were lurking around my apartment. She saw that. And she was asking, why the fuck would they be around her apartment, or my apartment? What would they be lurking around my apartment for? I believe they wanted her to see that, to egg themselves on, is what I just said in the beginning. They do things to scare themselves. But anyway, it shows up to me like I put the pictures and it shows up, and they do it on purpose. Because if they see that you can actually see, it's just a mental thing, like images on a screen. Like you're seeing, I can picture a rose right now, or a flower or something. It's not really here, and they do that because they're not here. They're not surrounding me. They're not, but the EMFs are attacking me. With that, they're also this neural linking is I don't know how they do it. One would argue that you would have to be connected somehow to the program, to some computer program. You would have to have a headset or something in your head or something attached to electrodes somehow But I don't have those. That's what's baffling people, is how are they able to do that? And it's almost like they can see themselves, because you see them, whatever you're seeing, this image that you're seeing is showing up on a screen somewhere. If it's possible, I'm not sure. But do the math. For somebody to do this to me, the same set of people, for how many years, is something, there's some kind of fun in this for them. I couldn't do this. And they're all suddenly the same type of serial killer, with the same victim, doing the same thing, then something really is wrong here. Regardless of them, though, we need to help each other.